Now it's time for some breaking news. All right, everybody. So today we're going to dive into a bunch of little things before we get into our main discussion pieces of the evening. And the first thing I want to bring up, we had a whole conversation about this yesterday, so I don't want to touch on it too long, but The Last of Us. So The Last of Us, after we got off the air, I saw this, that it actually had the highest increase for an HBO Max show from the pilot to the second episode, from week 1 to 2, highest increase, 22% increase. That's right. It went from 4.7 million viewership on the pilot episode to 5.7 million. And they actually said the one that's streaming online, actually all the views from them actually just going to the on-demand stuff, it went from 10 million views for the first episode. This show's not going around anytime soon. I'm just saying, hopefully it doesn't become like a Walking Dead thing, because ain't nobody got time for that. That's all I'm saying. Also in the news, Prince Harry. All right, Prince Harry, his book came out. All right, Spare. We talked about this before. Apparently it sold 3.2 million copies in the very first week, which is kind of fucking nuts. But people love this shit. Tearing down his family, breaking things apart, and telling his side of the story. And actually, they're saying it's on course. If it stays this same momentum, it's going to beat or be the same as Michelle and Barack Obama's books, which I think is kind of nuts. But we'll see what happens with that. Good old Prince Harry. He needs to be very careful, or he might be canceled from his family, just like the Anamaniacs are from Hulu right now. The Anamaniacs, which I didn't even know this show was happening still.
Oh, no.
It's being canceled. Yep. It's 3 seasons deep. The original show did like 10 seasons, or I think it was 10 seasons. It was like 99 episodes, which is insane. They didn't give it that 100. This has done 3 seasons, 36 episodes, and sorry, Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, it's time to get back into that Warner Brothers tower and don't come back. One more tiny thing off top. M&Ms are changing their spokesperson, so they're not going to be M&Ms anymore. They're putting the M&Ms away. Apparently this is a thing because of all the backlash they've gotten from the green M&M wearing stiletto boots, and then they introduced like a purple M&M, so that's caused problems too. So M&M's just like, fuck it, we're gonna put the M&Ms in the closet, and we're gonna make Maya Rudolph the spokesperson. Okay, Maya Rudolph is the spokesperson now for M&Ms. I don't know how that happens. I just think that people think too much about this shit, and bring the M&Ms back. Bring them back! That's all I'm saying. And one more thing before we get on to our main topics is, well, this is actually kind of one of our main topics, is The Neighborhood. Sabrina knows this very well, but The Neighborhood has been picked up for a 6th season. That's right. The Neighborhood will be back. They're filming their 5th season right now. They're filming the actual 100th episode. They've been going for that long. It averages 6.13 million viewers per week, which I think is nuts. It's the second longest running comedy on CBS as well. So this is not going anywhere anytime soon. And I want to go to my co-host and my guest for this evening. I know that was a lot at once, but the Neighborhood, right? The Neighborhood, Sabrina. I know you've worked on that before, and you love the people over there. I know a few people that work in The Neighborhood. Does it surprise you that they're coming back for a 6th season? 6?
No, not at all. The show is amazing. It's amazing to work on. The crew is amazing. The actors are amazing. It's a really, really good group of people over there. And not only that, it's funny. Like I've worked on a lot of shows and to like laugh like regularly, like honestly, not forced, at these performances on a regular basis it's a gift. It's a gift to be on a set where you're enjoying yourself. And The Neighborhood is one of those sets. It's just a lot of great people, and I'm super excited for them. I'm so happy that they just finished filming their 100th episode, and I'm so happy that they're going to embark upon another season. They deserve it.
Yeah, they're great people over there. The show is funny. Cedric the Entertainer is the main person, but you also have Max. What's Max's last name? Greenfield, yeah. So they're a great kind of different. It's kind of like an Odd Couple type thing in a way. They don't live together, but the neighbor kind of dynamic. But like Odd Couple, they don't really get along, but they do eventually, and they fall in love. They don't fall in love. They become friends.
But like Tashina Arnold plays his wife. She's amazing. Beth Barris plays Max's wife. She's amazing. And the Shion McKinney and Marcel Spears play Cedric and Tashina's kids. They're amazing. Big Bang Hank plays Beth and Max's kid. They're just all super awesome people. And like, it's a show that, while being really funny, it tackles a lot of really important issues. You know, like they've had an episode about miscarriage. They have episodes about social injustice, the BLM movement. They touch on a lot of topics that are kind of, you have to tread lightly with, but they do it with finesse, and it's really funny, and it's still very like heartwarming, heartfelt, and relatable, you know, which is really tough to do with a comedy, I think, and they do it well.
Yeah, I've watched quite a bit of it too with Sabrina. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Mike, what do you think about this coming back for a 6th season? That's my first question, but my part 2, which I think you care about more, is what do you think about the M&Ms?
How did you know? That was exactly where I wanted to go. I was like, you should have been saving this for the 5th story, man. This is some pretty serious news. M&Ms first? Okay, M&Ms first. Not that Neighborhood doesn't deserve the accolades, because 100 episodes is a real achievement, especially if if they're actually doing something with it and they're a good show. The M&Ms. Oh my God! Are there any more iconic television icons at this point? Like this, everyone agrees that the green M&M is sexy. I mean, that covers.
But she's too sexy. Apparently, she's too sexy for people. Too hot.
Is that what you think? That's why she's
too hot for TV. Too hot for TV. That's what they're saying. They're making people feel bad about the stilettos. I know, but that's how it is. People are offended by them apparently, and they made a purple one. And when the purple one came out, they was like, "Oh shit, we're going to war about the M&Ms because one of them's purple." I
want to say that kind of mojo knows no species or is beholden to no individual snack food. I don't think. I think that that crosses all the barriers. So I think that they're frightened of the power of the character that they've created.
I think so too, but we have Maya Rudolph coming in now to be the sponsorship, or the sponsor, I should say, the spokesperson for M&Ms now, and she'll be doing the first Super Bowl commercial, or her first Super Bowl commercial. So that's where it's going to start.
All I want to see is her in the Santa suit coming down the chimney, and the M&M, the yellow and the red M&M, saying like, "Oh, he exists," and he's like, "Oh, the M&Ms do exist. They're real," because that's what they were trying to say, that they're as big as Santa Claus.
Yeah, but you know what? People don't want it apparently. Well, at least they don't think. They're all nervous, I guess, over at Mars. They're all nervous about this, which doesn't make any sense to me. Sabrina, you want to comment about the M&Ms?
I mean, I think it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And all of the shrouded controversy over these stupid M&Ms in the past couple of years, and like no disrespect, M&Ms, I really like your peanut version. However, the commercials and like their promotional campaign has been the same thing as long as I can remember. So I'm really curious to see what that will look like with Maya Rudolph at the helm. Like, she's not going to be a voice of an M&M. The M&Ms are completely gone, and she's just going to be like eating M&Ms and not having chocolate in her hand. I mean, I don't know. I'm interested to see what it is, but I think it's not necessary. And like, I grew up on those little M&Ms on the TV, and I'm going to miss them.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be just her. They said sans M&Ms. They're not going to have any M&Ms. None of these people talking anymore because there's so much issues with it, apparently. Well, they got scared.
Sabrina makes a good point that they've been, probably a couple of decades at this point. Like the red M&M is voiced by Billy West of Ren and Stimpy fame. Like,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, maybe just this was something they've been going over in the board meeting, saying like we need to refresh the image, and maybe if we can capitalize on a sexy green M&M stiletto story, maybe that'll get people out buying some friggin' Mars bars. Hot take: regular M&Ms, not a fan. You can take your regular M&Ms, put them back in the bowl, send that bowl to Mars, man, because I'm not interested. On the other hand, peanut butter M&Ms, peanut M&Ms
butter was the best.
Peanut butter M&Ms even better. And a couple of years ago, they had the sugar cookie M&Ms that were Chef's Kiss. Cookie. They were super good, but I haven't seen them around the last couple of Christmas.
They have coffee M&Ms.
I did not know that either.
Coffee.
And GR, yes, it is.
Are they good? Are they good?
Yeah, they're
coffee
delicious.
M&Ms good?
They work very
I believe
good.
is it like a coffee bean inside of chocolate? Is that what it is? Is it just a chocolate covered coffee bean that has an M on it?
Ain't no coffee bean gonna be inside of those M&Ms, Brian. They're not that. They're not that renegade.
I think you're just blinded by the chocolate covered coffee beans you got for Christmas.
Yeah, I've been eating the shit out of those. Anyways, I don't know. This was a funny thing I saw. All these little things off the top. I was just like, yeah, they're kind of hilarious. But M&M's getting rid of their spokespeople. And The Neighborhood, season 6. Great for them. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. And kudos to everybody on that show because it's deserved. It's funny. It's done a great job. It's found ways to stay fresh and inventive and give the characters a new life every season. So good on them. Keep going. Hopefully they just have season after season after season because there's great people working on that show.